And this was the leaf section of Picreus malabaricus. Coming to different forms of different shapes of the culm, this Cyperus media form 1 gave me very acute triangular forms. Then Meriscus medarus patinus gave me wings at each corner. Then Picreus pubilis were more of, overall it looked like a triangle, but it was circular also. Then Kilinga brungifolia had kind of polygonal shape. Coming to leaf structures, this was more of flattened leaf. Next was more of U-shaped. This was broadly V-shaped Kilinga, and Cyperus was narrowly V-shaped. Coming to some different anatomical structures, here the epidermal layers were two-layered, whereas in Cyperus compressus it is single-layered. Then there were huge air spaces found in Cyperus deformis. This is the leaf section and this is the culm, so it was found in both. So culm in TS generally were of three types: circular, polygonal and triangular. And triangular again were distinct angles, acute angles, rounded or winged. So we can see here most of them were triangular, except for Picreus which showed circular, or Meriscus which showed polygonal. And this was later on used for classification to some extent. So at the same time we see a bit of variability within the genus itself. Like in Cyperus, most of them were triangular except for Cyperus polystatuous. And Picreus, most of the 2 or 3 that I saw, they were circular except for one, that is Picreus malabaricus, and Kilinga showed were polygonal. So it doesn't give a definite form of classifying the genus or species. Then coming to the ecological part, Cyperaceae, they show C4 type of anatomy, which helps them to spread and adapt to stressful environment. Then again, Cyperus deformis had large air spaces which showed kind of aquatic the adaptation towards aquatic environment. Then Cyperus iria, which had 2 forms, I call it form 1 and form 2. In form 1, the vascular bundles were less in number compared to form 2, and form 1 had larger air cavities compared to form 2. Then this is with in relation to the leaf anatomy. Generally they were V-shaped or broadly V-shaped or U-shaped and flat. So you can see here most of them are V-shaped. Meriscus showed V-shaped, broadly V-shaped, and Picreus showed U-shaped. Again in Cyperus it was more or less flat shaped. There was variability within the genera as far as the leaves were concerned. They varied from U to V-shaped. Then in Cyperus again, in Cyperaceae we see except one, others were all V-shaped. In Picreus again they were U-shaped.